Ain't allowed.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, the Danielle Yashina. If you are a subscriber or a returning guest or one of the It Girls or It Boys, thank you for tuning in for another video. And if you're brand new to my channel, thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll hit that subscribe button and become one of the It Girls or the It Boys. But as you can see by my setting today, we're going to be just sitting down having a little chit chat about like our goals for 2025, all the accomplishments we've had for 2024, and just basically opening those positive doors for 2025 because we're about to be going into the new year. This video will post already in the new year, but I am filming this for that purpose because I have so many goals that I've sat down and written out and everything, and I want to go over it with y'all, so stay tuned. Alrighty, so we're gonna hop straight into it. Let's go ahead and get comfortable and kick off our shoes. I'm gonna move my little doggy out the way. I ain't got a name for it yet, y'all, so y'all gotta help me pick out a name. And I got me some snacks in case I get hungry. Got my water, and I got my notebook that I wrote my notes in. Hold on. Got an important message, y'all. I'm so sorry. This is not professional. Okay. Sorry, I had to text my therapist. Let my girl down if she watching, but let's get comfortable and let's hop in. So, y'all, I would love for y'all to write down below some of y'all personal goals, which y'all have set for yourself, or just let me know if y'all basically agree with anything that I post. Well, that I write will tell y'all. Y'all, I can't even get it out. We're not starting this today. But comment down below if I say anything that resonate with y'all. Because, hey, y'all might be like, hey, I need to do that too. Or, hey, she got a point there. Let me look into that too. But I did go ahead and write out all of my goals. So far, it's a lot. But you'll get there when you get older. It's way more to do. You got a lot more to do in life. You don't stop. So I'm going to just read them out and explain certain ones or what I mean or whatever. Actually, I'm going to start off with what I accomplished. Because that will only make sense. Because
why would I sit here and say, oh, this is what I want to do, and y'all don't even know what I done did?
Anyway, so going back to the beginning of 2024, I came into this year pregnant with my son Junior, so my goals and everything were a little bit different, and it didn't quite align like it was supposed to, but we're here. My goals was to mature, of course, as a woman, because I was getting prepared for my second son Junior to be here. I've had my first son Zaire when I was 26 now. When I was 23, I had my first son when I was 23. And for a lot of people, that seemed kind of young in a way. But for me, I feel like everybody in my hometown and stuff, they were having kids like 18, 16, 15, and all of that. So I was like, hey, I made it past 21. We're straight. So my son's Zaire, though, I had him at 23, and then my son Junior, I got pregnant with him. It was to have him while I was 25. So my goal for them was to just mature more as a woman, be able to become more aware of myself, of like my womanly instincts, my motherly instincts, kind of like crackle down on myself, because going from one kid to two is, of course, a very drastic thing. Thank God I had a little time span in between, so it wasn't straight back to back, and I'm in a better space, a very different situation where it was a blessing to try and have another child again. It wasn't as stressful and chaotic and all the stuff like it was with Zaire when I was pregnant with him, but I really just wanted to focus on my mental health, focus on being the best person I could be. I always kind of like had the mindset where I I always want to evolve as a woman. Every year of my life, I always want to evolve some way, somehow. And I can, thank God, gladly say that every year that has passed, I can look back and see a completely different person. I've always been through a lot, especially since I moved out of my mom and them house, moved from my hometown at 18. Like, I've always consecutively been through things, different phases of my life and stuff. And of course, when I first started going through everything, it would be like I was a crybaby. I used to cry about everything, y'all. I felt like life was over and the world just hated me. It was the end of the world. All that. But as I got older, I'm like, okay, well, I need to pay attention to the things that's causing me to be where I'm at, where I don't want to be at. Like, what's causing me to, for example, lose this job? What's causing me to not have this amount of money? What's causing me to look this way, that way, da-da-da? And so I will always, from that point on, always pay attention to what step by step caused me to be in this negative situation. And I always wanted to be like, okay, since I see the platform, I know the end goal is to not get there anymore, then I'm not going to follow those same steps to get there. Like, so I proudly can say that I'm a very mindful person. I do take pride in that very much because, like I said, it's very hard working on yourself. I'm not perfect by a long shot. I'm still working on myself to this day, especially because I'm learning new things about myself as I get older. I'm still learning like my triggers, what makes me happy, what I want, what I expect from like my partner, from my family, for my personal family I'm starting and stuff. Like, I always have to look at the outer goal for that. Another goal of mine was to just do whatever made me happy. Any of y'all that follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna be just blunt, y'all, this is my YouTube channel. Y'all, I made this for me to be able to be me. I don't feel like, with Instagram and all the other stuff, I'm still me, but I feel like it don't allow people to really get to know you. And that was a big thing for me. That's why I started this channel. But a lot of the people that follow me, if you do follow me on Instagram and stuff, if you don't, it'll be a new thing you know about me. But a lot of people that followed me on Instagram and stuff kind of followed my journey from leaving my abusive relationship that I was in for 4 years. It was very chaotic, a lot. I very much went through a lot. I stood by a lot. I dealt with a lot, all of that. And when I stepped out of that relationship, I thought I knew who I was. I thought I was aware of what I wanted and all of that stuff. But when I stepped into my new relationship, it's like I had to start, he started teaching me things about myself that I didn't know. Or he would give me the perspective of things where it's like, okay, I can see this be a boundary for me, or I can see how I would want this to be with you, or how I don't want this to be, or how this needs to be, should be, blah, blah, blah. And that was a really drastic thing for me because, like I said, I was with him since I was like 18-ish, 18, 19. And that's young, especially stepping out into the world for the first time by yourself and stuff. Everybody be just ready to have fun and just be drunk and smoke and all this other stuff, and that's not what it's about at that point. Like, you really have to set yourself up for the long run within that time frame, and I did. I literally just was in that relationship dealing with everything that I was dealing with, and it changed me to a person that I thought, well, that I know now was not me. Let's be honest, it's not me. So, a goal from that I had last year was just to be happy. At that time, like I said, I left that relationship when I was 24. 24? No, I'm lying. I'm probably lying, y'all. I think it was like 23. I can't do the math right now. I was 18. I had Zai at 23. So yeah, it was like 24 when I left the relationship and everything. And it was always on and off and stuff. And so when my goal was to just be happy, because it always seemed like I was just always going through it in that relationship. Like I could never genuinely be happy and go out and enjoy myself and not have to worry about, oh, is this going to affect me in the long run when I go back home, or have to worry about, am I going to have to deal with this, that, and the third. Like, so that was a goal that I started once I got out the relationship. I went and started doing things for myself. I knocked two goals out in the same sentence, because I've always been scared or against like going out to eat by myself. I don't know why, y'all. I don't like going out to eat by myself, because I feel like, what are we doing? Like, I might as well just, I have to be on FaceTime with somebody, or I have to be out to eat with somebody for me to be okay with that. And realizing that that was a problem. Like, not every time I want to go out and do something, one of my friends or family is going to be available. Like, being real, everybody has a life. Everybody is out here really struggling. We all in the street trying to scrape up this money at these jobs for corporations and stuff. So it's like, it's not easy just to hop, skip, and jump for everybody at the same time, to always go out to eat, always go out for drinks, always get cute, da-da-da. And so I was like, I had to start kind of being more comfortable with myself, going out with myself, treat myself to certain things, because it's like, in a way, it's a reward. Like, I work extremely hard. I'm a 1000% all the time mom. So I was at the point where it's like, I didn't really know who I was outside of being a mom. And that's another thing I had to learn as well throughout this year. That was a goal. I had to figure out who is Danielle. Who is the Danielle Yashna? Like, we have to be real. Like, you think you know yourself until you're at a certain age, and it's not that. Like, once you take away the partying, once you take away a relationship, once you take away your child or your kids or your dogs or your cats, take away absolutely everything, who are you? And that's what I had to learn. I was like, girl, we know we that girl. We know we that it girl, but who is that it girl? Outside of being a mom, outside of being a friend, outside of being a girlfriend, outside of being a baby mama, outside of being a sister, outside of being a daughter, who is she? And so I took time out this year to really kind of process that. I'm still in the process of it, because it is an extremely long journey getting to know yourself, especially from all of the different phases of life, especially if you haven't had time to actually understand it and learn from it. It could definitely be a difficult process, but I did proudly start therapy this year due to circumstances with losing my son and stuff. I did go to start therapy, and honestly, y'all, I highly recommend that for absolutely anybody that is just, I just say anybody, honestly, because you'll never know what you think you know until you speak with somebody. Just put it at that. I was always one that was just like, it's weird in my head to go to therapy and just be talking to this person. They don't know me. They don't know nobody I'm talking about. So it's just weird to be talking to them. But it started like nitpicking at my mind. And my therapist, she's a woman. She's like my homegirl. And I was just talking to her, and I was just talking, and she'll ask questions, and it'll catch me off guard. And I'll be like, dang, let me sit down and write that question down. And let me reevaluate myself. Let me reevaluate the situation. Let me reevaluate the whole circle of everything, because that kind of just got me like, dang, girl, I ain't think of it that way. And I absolutely love it. I started it back in September, and I'm still currently doing it. It's honestly, I see it as a mental health thing and a self-care thing. It's really essential to take care of your mental health. You never know when that day will be where you finally just break down and you lash out and you don't know why. You've taken so much in and you don't have the opportunity to release, and you'll think like, oh, you're okay one day, and then it comes out you're not. So I highly recommend, if anybody ever feels like they need someone to talk to, or they feel like they don't have anybody that they can talk to. I don't know if I just said that. Y'all, I don't know if I just said it, but if I did, God meant it twice. But I just recommend that for anybody that just feel like they're not heard, or their problems aren't seen, or like just you'll know within yourself if you feel like you have the urge to speak with somebody. So I highly recommend that, because it is very much top tier to take care of your mental and to take care of your inner self. But let's see, another goal I had was was to get a bigger space, apartment wise and stuff. Originally, not last year, the year before, I was staying in a 1-bedroom apartment. I was one, and I was in that apartment for years. I ended up, was like, you know what, I don't want to be in there no more. Like, it was too much negative energy. I knew Zai was getting bigger. I wanted him to have his own room, because I was tired of sharing my room with my baby. I love my baby so much, but I was tired of sharing my room with him. And so I made it a goal to move into a bigger space, which I've done, which was last year already. But that was another goal for this year anyway, because I ended up moving again into the same type of space, but it's on a lower level, and I appreciate that, because Lord knows that 3rd floor was really the 4th. We're not going to talk about it. What other goals? So other goals I had was to start my YouTube channel. And y'all, I've had that goal on my paper for a long time. I never thought I would ever start it up. Like, it was just always, my best friend Kiana, she know from the time I very first had the idea, before I even had the idea, everybody that meets me and stuff and gets to be around me and experience my energy and stuff, they always say, girl, you got the aura of a YouTuber. Like, you might as well just start YouTube, because you funny, you very pretty, you stylish, da da da. And I was like, no thank you. Like, I'm nervous, y'all. I can't do it. And so it still took, like, that was my goal all year. And literally, y'all, anybody that see the channel, or you exit out and go back and look at the end of this video, you're gonna see I finally started my channel in October, and I'm very, 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 very extremely proud of myself for that, because I know this is a new journey that I'm very passionate about and that I want to make a career. As I keep saying, I love working with brands, having brand deals, being a brand ambassador, being an influencer, being a content creator. I love that whole field, because that's all I ever wanted to do. It's crazy, because when I was younger, it was seen as like, I don't know, like my idols were like Bratz, the Bratz dolls and stuff, and they were always into fashion, and they always had the pictures, the looks, the style, everything was always given. I always looked up to them. So I was like, yeah, I want to be a part of that fashion world just like that. And for it to become now a career you can get paid from, and it's a big thing and stuff, I'm very appreciative to actually be able to fit in to this, because it's a very hard lifestyle in a way. It's not extremely hard, but it is a difficult lifestyle in a way, where it's like, okay, you have to have a certain look, you have to be yourself, your authentic self, you have to be able to show the real, you have to be able to show those days where you ugly, or times is hard and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm appreciative that I'm able to do that now. But my whole motive at that point was, after I lost my son, I really felt like I lost myself. I didn't feel like the same Danielle anymore. And of course, after you have kids and stuff, mothers will know that you're not the same person. Your role is expected to change. You're supposed to become more mature in areas, and you're supposed to be getting ready for that new phase of life. And when my son passed away unexpectedly, with me being 36 weeks, literally right around the corner of having him, it was just like, dang. I came home and I'm like, my expectations, my goals for this year was completely different. And for me to have to come into the same space and it's not the same, it's quiet. I'm trying not to cry, y'all, because this is crazy. I didn't expect this. It's just very different. And I was just like, dang, like, for that to be how my year, the middle of my year basically was, it was just like, dang, who am I? I was already stepping into a new role of being a mommy of 2 boys, and I already had like everything set up where it was just like, you're about to take on a new role, like this is a different phase of your life. And so coming back here, and it wasn't the goal or expectation that I had, I truly lost myself. I wasn't sure of who I was anymore. I knew I was a mom still. I knew I was all of those other things, but it was like I felt like a piece of me was missing again. Like I couldn't figure out who I was. I really lost a part of my identity. And so that's when I started to look into figuring out who I am, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself and stuff. And that's why I started my channel, because I'm like, I know that this was something that I've always wanted to do. Why not make your first video be dedication to your son? Like, he's the absolute most important thing to me in life with Zaire. And so why not just do it? Worst case scenario, what is nothing? Like, you did it. You started it. Make a goal of how many videos you want every week or every so often. Sit down, just have your conversation, allow yourself to be vulnerable in front of that camera and just speak to your audience. And that's exactly what I did for my video. I very much allowed myself to open up and tell my story of my stillbirth, and allowed myself to be vulnerable for y'all to see, because anybody that know me know I do not be doing that crying. I'm not a regular girl that be all with that crybaby stuff. Like, no, I'm very
Horrified.
But it's just like, ever since that happened, it just changed me, where it's like I'm not the same Danielle. I can't keep turning around trying to think I can return back to the old Danielle, and there's not an old Danielle there anymore, because I already done changed. And so I ended up starting my YouTube channel, and I'm very proud of that, y'all. Thank you for all my subscribers that's joined. I really pray over this, because I really want nothing but to succeed. I pray for more brand deals to come. I pray for more fashion brands to reach out here in Charlotte, because I love dressing up. I love doing my hair, because you see, I got cute for y'all today, y'all. Hair and makeup by me. But I love just being girly. I love being a girl. I love doing fashion shoots and all of that. I love getting my makeup done. I love getting my hair done. Like, I love it all within the beauty industry. And so I'm just really expecting a lot out of this, continuing this. I've very much continued my goals with this, which was to always just post once a week, to not allow myself to get discouraged, because I am a person that will get discouraged very quick, and I just be like, you know what, F this, like, I'm not finna do it no more. It ain't getting no views. I'm not getting no more subscribers. Ain't nobody really watching, ain't nobody tuning in or nothing. But I have pushed that to the side, and I have to just see how long it takes for me. Like, a lot of YouTuber girls that I watch, like Jada Janae, Kyra Amini, who else? Saria or Soraya. I think it's Saria. A lot of the girls that I watched, though, they didn't just have thousands and millions of subscribers overnight. It literally took months, years into them doing this. They had to perfect their craft, get better equipment, up their looks, like do what they felt like they needed to do to get where they wanted to be. And I'm ready for that journey, because with me starting that this year, I know 2025 is nothing but up. Nothing but up. Like, I'm gonna have my YSL stiletto heel on, and my foot is about to be on next. Like, I'm not playing this year coming up. I'm gonna have lots of content coming up. Any chance I get, photos, any collabs, yeah, I'm on all of that next year. So that's all I have for my goals from last year, well, this year. And so I'm gonna read out some of my goals that I have for this year and kind of explain some of them. For one, I want to continue being consistent with YouTube because, like I said, since I started my channel, I've posted at least a video a week. I may eventually at one point in time try and do more if it comes down to it. I know probably my birthday time and stuff, I'm going to do like a birthday-a-thon or something like that. So I want to continue being consistent with YouTube. I do want to work on bettering my editing skills because I do see how Kyra, she's up in hers and it's starting to look like commercials and stuff. And I'm like, girl, you was doing your thing. You was doing your big one. And I'm going to be at the top right with you. I'm not being left behind in 2024. So I do want to look into editing, getting into doing my editing a little bit better. I'm not too shabby because, I mean, I was doing it for my TikToks and stuff like that. So I just want to critique myself, push myself to the limit to make my stuff look how I want it to look, a little bit better, a little bit more professional. I do want to try and start back doing my big photo shoots. Before I had got into my newest relationship and everything and I stepped out, I did start doing photo shoots. It was like here and there, and they were actually professional photo shoots. And I would basically come up with the theme, come up with how I want the outfit to look, the background, all of that. And I would very much execute it. Very much execute it. My best friend, she's a makeup artist and I think in South Carolina for Lancaster right now. She also, I think, is probably taking some in Spartanburg, but her Instagram is House Beauty. If not, I'll tag it down below so y'all can check her out. But yeah, my girl do her bit when she was doing my makeup for my shoots, and we was executing it left and right, left no crumbs, period. So I do want to start back doing big shoots. My goal is at least to do the big shoot every 2 to 3 months. Just so that I can space it out. Because I do want to keep doing YouTube. I do have to keep trying to do regular pictures, and I do have to try and still do TikToks and Reels and all that. So I'm just trying to give myself space, but I might do more. We'll see. I want to start back with my styling page. If y'all don't follow it, it's the Yashna Styles. I'll make sure I'll tag it below. I basically come up with a theme, like I said, for shoots, outfits, looks, backgrounds, everything. Put it all together, put the details together, and I use it for my styling page in case anybody wants the details on my clothes, my looks, my wigs, anything. I want to have at least 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. I know that might not seem like a lot to people, but I feel like that's a realistic goal for me, especially with starting out with YouTube. I don't really know all the nicks and all the keys to being able to get where I want to be at, so I am still trying to figure it out, but I think that that's the most realistic goal that I can set for myself. I would like to at least have 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you're one of my subscribers, tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed and you watching it, you subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. So y'all can all be a part of the It Girls and the It Boys, because this is the place. Like, okay. I want to be able to keep up with my hair. I've been doing that, y'all. Y'all might as well lay me in the casket, lay me in the bed of roses, and send me away with the words of a love song and a river. If you think I'm finna sit out and not have my hair done. I at least want to have my hair done in a style once a month. Anybody know me though, I ain't gonna have a styling for that that long, but at least once or twice a month. That should be an alright amount. Again, I still want to have my videos for YouTube, at least 4 videos a month. I want to work on my relationship with God, getting closer to God. I used to grow up in church. I stayed going to church probably all the way up until about 2 years ago. And it was a great experience going to the church that I was going to, but I feel like once everything kind of ended over in that side, I just don't feel comfortable going anymore. And then the way that the people I interacted with, how they portray to be so godly and just Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff, but then outside of church and stuff, the way that they act, the way that they treat me and treat people and stuff, I don't see God in them. So I don't know. I just feel like that's probably just for them, of course, but that really, I used to see people make posts on Facebook in my hometown talking about it, that that's why they don't go to church anymore and stuff like that, because that's the perception they always get, that, oh, it's not supposed to judge, you're supposed to be kind, you're supposed to show love and all of that, and then when you get to a church or something, the people there don't act like that. Not all of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but people that you experience there and stuff, they don't act like that. And so, like I said, from my experience, growing up in church and stuff, I've always been fine for the most part. But recently when I got older and I was attending the last church that I was going to and stuff, I'm not going to state the name, but the last church I was attending and stuff, the family I was within, it's not giving out. We just going to leave it at that. I do want to be able to find a church to become my home, because like I said, I do want to build my relationship with God. Times are getting crazy, y'all. It's time out for all of this stuff. Like, y'all be getting so distracted by all of the things that's going on, and it's all for a reason. It's because I truly believe God is going to be coming back very soon. We don't know what day, what time, but He coming. And I want to be able to be one of the lucky people in life to be able to make it to heaven, to be able to be in the throne and be with God, because, like, look at me. Why wouldn't I be there? But it's a church across the street from my apartment complex. I'm thinking about one Sunday just probably getting up and trying it out for myself, trying it out with my boyfriend or something. We can see where it goes for us, because he's recently been talking about church as well. Trying to start back and stuff, especially because we're trying to build a family and all of that. So it's very important to have God within your relationship, within your family, within your life, because who are you without Him? Where would you be without Him? What would you have without Him? Like, He is our source for everything. Like, be real. I do pray. It's not consecutively every day, every night, but I do pray. I thank God for the blessings that He allows me to have and all of that, but I do want to try and start becoming more consistent with praying. So that's one of my goals. And once I do pray, I want to be able to pray more. Just be able to pray within any and everything. I want to try and start reading 2 chapters a week. I'm currently reading a book called How to Heal from Your Trauma and Manifest from It. I think it's something like that. I'll try and tag the title below, but it's something within that area. And I started that book a few months back, and it's very interesting. I highly recommend, if anyone's been through a traumatic experience or just feel like you have trauma, inner childhood trauma, like a lot of us African Americans and Black folks and stuff, we all can say about how stuff be with Black families. I'm gonna just leave it at that. So if you have one of those kind of Black families, make sure you go to Books A Million or go on Amazon and try and find that book and read it, because it's very beneficial for yourself getting older, whenever you're trying to make changes and make adjustments for you and your potential future family. So I want to be able to start back reading that. I want to start back reading at least a chapter of that a week, and then I want to start reading the Bible. I don't know where I want to start, because I know that I ain't going to start at Genesis, because I start at Genesis so many times, y'all, and I go right to sleep. Like, it ain't even a joke. Lord forgive me for saying it, but I got to. And you put it in my mind for me to say, so I got to say it. But y'all, if y'all ever get tired, or if y'all not tired and you just can't sleep at all, get your Bible. And I want you to let me know how long it takes you to go to sleep. Lord forgive me, I'm sorry. My next goal is I want to upgrade my equipment for content. Currently I'm using a Sony camera. It's my boyfriend's, but I want to be able to get my own camera, because I want me a pink case. I don't know what brand I want just yet. I might stick to this one and just, like I said, get a pink case for it. But I do want to get me a new camera, and I do want to also work on getting me a new iPad with lots of storage, because y'all, I bought an iPad from this refurbished place here in Charlotte. I don't know what it's called. It's called Micro Center or something like that, and it's like a cheap Best Buy. And y'all, I thought I was doing something and bought this daggone iPad. There was about $200. Thought it was gonna be good, especially with me starting my YouTube channel and stuff. And it don't work no more. It literally stopped working a month within me having it. If anybody worked there that know the place that I'm talking about, Micro Center or whatever it is, hook your girl up and give me my refund, because that was ridiculous. Like, it turns on and all it do is circle because the storage is just taken up. And it ain't nothing up there, y'all. It's absolutely nothing up there and the storage is gone. It's crazy. I want to keep up with my self-care. Like I said, I'm a girly girl, so I like doing all the skincare stuff. I like exfoliating, get the nice smelling exfoliations, get the nice smelling body washes, perfumes, lotions, shaving, keeping up with that, or waxing, all of that, face care, skin care, all of that. I like to keep everything top tier. Eyebrows arched. Yeah, I like to do it all. I feel like when you feel better in your inner peace self, then you'll look better, like, and vice versa. When you look better, you feel better. So I want to keep up with that. I want to buy something special for myself each month, like, cause your girl, like I said, be working, y'all. I be working in these streets. I don't work in the streets, y'all. I be working though. I bust my tail. Anybody that know me, or anybody that don't know me, you will know I'm an extremely hard worker. When I have my mind set on something that I want, or somewhere I want to be, I'm gonna make that money to get it. It don't matter how much overtime I gotta work. It don't matter how many days I gotta stay and go in. It don't matter about none of it. I'm gonna make that money because I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and I don't want no handout. I'm not asking for no handout. I'm not looking for no handout. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get it. I want to be able to manage my money better. I am going to look into speaking to a financial advisor so that one of my specific goals, I'm not going to say that on camera because it is my biggest goal. And I don't want any negative energies to like tamper with it or anything. So I just want to keep it to myself for right now. And maybe hopefully later down the year we'll be able to open up and tell about it. But it's a really big dream of mine that I'm working on, and I have to find the connections and everything for it, but I want to be able to manage my money so that I can get to that goal, because that goal is going to set me up for the rest of my life. I am 26 right now. My goal for this specific goal is to have it done, ready, and everything by the time I'm 30. And that's that on that. So stay tuned, y'all. Y'all figure out what it is eventually. Or maybe one day I'll accidentally slip up and say it. But as of right now, I don't want to talk about it because I want it to remain untouched, unbothered, and manifest that it becomes a part of my life soon. Date nights. I want to try me and my boyfriend. We go on dates. Right now, since life been lifing a little bit, we've been going on dates probably like maybe twice a month. We used to go like 3 to 4 times a month. But right now, since we're both kind of in the same boats with where we wanting to go and what we're trying to achieve, we've been doing like 2 dates a month. But I do want to at least continue that because it's easy to get stuck into being a parent. It's easy to get stuck into being stressed out about your job and about your life and not being where you want to be. But when you have a partner and stuff, you have to try and maintain that relationship, make sure it stay healthy, that the love is still there, and yeah. So I want to be able to continue that because that's very essential to being with someone. You have to have the connection still there, because if it dies, that's when they start doing stuff. I want to continue work on bettering myself. As I said, I always try to reevaluate myself in life situations, all of that, and learn from it. And this year, I learned a lot. I'm still learning, and I'm still progressing as a person and as a woman, and I just love evolving. I'm ready to see what 2025 has for me, because it's been a terrible 2024 for me, y'all. Terrible 2024, but I'm ready to see the new person that I am to be. I'm going to be 27 next year, August, so That's old. I'm getting old, y'all. Oh my God. Like, I really gotta put this work in, because, like, I'm about to be 27, 25 August. If you round that up in math, that's 30. I gotta get a move on it. Because we gotta be the best woman we can be. I want my goal for how I want people to see me when I step out is like, dang, she's a very luxurious, beautiful woman inside out. She's very passionate. She's passionate. She's fearless. She's a diva, not in a bad way, but a diva. She's very hardworking. She's like, basically, just the whole goal is to be a person that will inspire other little girls, other women, other young ladies and stuff to be who you need to be for yourself. If that makes sense. I don't know if they do, but I feel like it do. I just really want to be that person that everyone look at and be like, dang, I aspire to be a woman like that. That's honestly it. I just want to be able to be a role model to somebody in life when I get older and they look at me and be like, this girl went through all this stuff and look at her now, like she's an amazing person, have a great aura around her. She's very special inside and out, and I want my light to shine so when I walk past people, they can see it and be like, it's something about her. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something about her. She's that girl. I want to be that. She's that woman. She's that woman. I want to be that. I want to stand on all of my goals and boundaries. I've done very good with standing on my goals, but this year I started to learn about establishing boundaries and standing on them. Very, 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 very important, y'all. It's very important to do that because once you get older, it's a lot of stuff that you're not going to let slide like you did when you was younger. It's a lot of stuff that you're not going to accept anymore. And I had to get out of that young lady mindset and step into my young woman, my young grown woman mindset. But yeah, I just really want the best for myself 2025. That's basically the ultimate goal. I really just want to be happy in any and every way because I truly believe that I deserve it. I really deserve to be happy because, like I said, I really went through a lot 2024, and it's just time to give your girl a break, y'all. But we're just going to see where life goes at this point. I really pray and hope everyone had a happy holidays. Of course, I didn't film anything for the exact Christmas day because y'all know, it's a new experience for me. It wasn't my ideal holidays like I thought, so I didn't want to film anything. I just really wanted to take that time to myself and spend that vulnerable time just being alone, honestly. But I really hope everyone had a happy holidays. I pray for nothing but success, love, blessings, abundant care, like everything for everyone. I really want everyone to take the time you need to take care of yourself, take care of your mind. Like I said, if you need the help for your mental health, make sure you do it. Make sure you invest in it, like, period. But we're stepping into 2025, y'all. And I'm just so excited because I know that God did not have me go through everything that I went through this year for absolutely nothing. It was for a reason, and I believe this year is going to be a very much better year for me. Hopefully it's a prosperous year and I have nothing but abundant blessings to come my way, to my family and everything like that, because it's just been an experience. But I love all of y'all. If you're going out for New Year's, make sure you be safe. Keep your friends, family safe. Pray over everybody because it's also a crazy time of the year. I absolutely hate going out for New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, 4th of July, all of that, because it seems like it's always something crazy going on. People don't know how to act, they don't know how to handle their liquor. So just make sure if you're going out, you stay safe. If you're going to be drinking, drink responsibly, y'all. Please, please, please. If you're going to be super drunk or just drinking in general, if you don't have anybody to drive, make sure you have someone that is the designated driver. If you can't have anyone that's responsible, that's not going to drink as the designated driver, please just Uber. Please just Lyft, y'all. Please be safe, because I hate having to step into the new year and see and hear about beloved ones passing away because of car crashes and stuff from being drunk and accidents and all of that. So I hope y'all enjoyed y'all 2024 year. I thank you once again for everyone that's a subscriber and one of the It Girls, the It Boys. And I pray for nothing but more of y'all to come and join the team. But if you watch this video, I thank you for that much. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the alert notification so you can get the messages or whatever it is, notifications, alerts, all that for when I end up posting. But I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a great 2024, and I hope y'all have a blessed beginning of 2025, y'all. Happy New Year!